Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometric problem together. We are given a trapezium. You can call it trapezoid or trapezium, that are the same. And you notice that these two sides are parallel, and this is measured 30 units. This is measured 55. Now, these two slant sides, this one is 20 units and this is 15. And we are asked to calculate the area of this shape. Remember, the area is the shaded part. Now, how do you think you can do this? You can pause the video for a while. Meanwhile, you can join me. Let me show you how to do it. It's just so easy. Now, what we need to do first is just remember that for you to calculate the area of this trapezium, the area is always these two parallel sides. If here is labeled A and this is labeled B, you just need to add these two. So it's going to be half of the two of these parallel sides summed. So it's going to be A plus B, then multiply by the height, the perpendicular height. And I'm going to show you how to get the height. You notice that the height of this shape is that line that runs from this place, from this tip, the tip here. If you bring it down, that gives you the height. This is not the height. These two are not the height. So this is the height. And you notice the height is not even. So if we can do this, then we can then calculate the area. So the question is, how do we find this height? How do we get the height? I'm going to teach you how to do that. It's just so easy. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn through us. And if you're still new, why not subscribe for the more tips you will get? Give us a thumbs up if you love what we do. Let's keep doing this to have. Now, from here has given us the perpendicular height. We're also free to generate another height just to help us to solve. So in that case, we can also make another perpendicular height from here, from this tip to touch this base. So this is also the height. Now, what do we do with this height? You notice that from here to this end measures 30 units. We can also get, that means we can adjust this base. You see that this has formed a rectangle. So in that case, from here to this end should also be the same with this, which is 30 units. And remember that the total length is given as 55. So what do we do? Is it possible for us to identify this base and then this? Then it will help us to solve. In that case, let's call this from here to here. Let's say it measures M units. If from here to here measures M, can we get from here to here? Yes, we can also get from here to this end. And how do we do that? Just add these two and subtract it from the total, which is 55. So you can do 55, subtract 30, then subtract M. And when you do this, this gives you 25 minus M. So it means that from here to here gives us 25 minus M. When you add this, it gives you back 55. Now, what do we do with this information? You observe that this has formed a right angle triangle, and we also have this right angle, but remember, they are unequal because this side is not the same with what you have here. And you notice the bases are not the same. Automatically, they are unequal shapes. So let's work with each of them separately. Now, if you bring out this one, let's label it A and then label this B. So our target is to find the height. So what do we do? If you bring out this shape, you see that this has, as it has formed a right triangle, you are working with the size of a right angle triangle. And each time you work with the size of a right angle triangle, always remember to use your Pythagorean. In that case, this is the longest side. That side that is opposite to where this angle 90 is formed becomes the hypotenuse. So you are going to square it. And if you do that, you are going to now have, so working with shape A, so we have from shape A, what do we do? Then this becomes our 20. So we're going to use Pythagoreans. We have 20, square this longest side. It should be equal to the square of the two legs summed. So you square this and it's going to give us S squared square this from here to here, it gives us m squared. And what do we do with this? Just, we are going to now have this as 20 squared gives us 400. This gives us f squared plus m squared. Let's label this equation 1. From diagram B, we are going to repeat the same thing. You notice that this is also a right angle triangle, because if here is 90, here is also 90, is angle on a straight line. So looking at this shape, remember that the side opposite to where your right angle is formed is the longest side. So square the longest side is going to give us 15 squared is equal to square the two legs and then sum. So if you have it as h squared plus this will give us 25 minus m all squared. And in that case, this will give us 225 is equal to h squared into 25 minus m all squared. Well, let's leave this as equation 2. Looking at these two equations, you notice that there is h squared in the both. So what we do is to remove it, and to do that, we subtract. So we're going to subtract equation 1 and 2 together. So if you do that, this is what we have. 400 is equal to h squared plus m squared. Here we have 225 is equal to h squared plus 25 minus m all squared. So when you subtract the two equations, it's going to give us, this will give us 1, this will give us 5, remaining 9. So we now have 7, and this gives us 1. So we subtract, we have 175 is equal to, if you subtract this, it goes off. Then subtracting this, we have m squared minus 25 minus m all squared. Now, at this, we can easily use our difference of two squares. You see that for every a squared minus b squared, it's always a plus b into a minus b. So let's apply this to help us to simplify the right sides. Let's do that together. From here, we now have 175 is equal to, so this is going to give us m, this is our a, and the whole of this is b. So it's going to be m plus 25 minus m, then into, let's do it this way, into m minus, this will be 25 minus m. So if you simplify that, we have 175 is equal to, simplifying this, we have m plus 25 minus m. Then for this, we have m. Remember, this negative, distribute it. If you distribute it, it's going to give, just like using -1. So when you use -1 to distribute, we are going to now have, this will give us -25. Use this to distribute, it gives you +1. So what do you do at this point? We keep simplifying, and that gives us 175 is equal to m subtract m goes off. So we have 25. Then we have m plus m gives us 2m. So we have 25 into 2m minus 25. So we keep simplifying. So if we do that, we are going to have 175 is equal to, let's use 25 to distribute. So if you do that, this times this gives us 50m. If you use this to multiply this, it gives you -625. So what do we do? To remove this negative, add 625 to both sides. So when you do that, we are going to have, this will give us 10 take 0, take 1. This gives us 10 take 1. Then we have 800. So we are going to now have, subtract this, it goes up, is equal to 50m. It's also the same as 50m is equal to 800. So to get m, divide both sides by 50. And when you do that, this takes off. So we have m will give us, this will take off. 5 here is 1. 5 here will give us 1 remaining 3. And 5 in 30 gives us 6. So we have our m as, now that you have gotten our m as 16, we are going to substitute it. But remember, the question is not on m. Rather, we are finding area and we need to know the height. So for us to know this height, let's recall the equation we stated earlier to have. Recall, we left a statement behind that 20 squared from this triangle A, we said that 20 squared is equal to m squared plus h squared. Now that we have found our m, is going to give us 20 squared is equal to 16 squared plus h squared. Now what do? Our target is h, so in that case, we need to subtract this from both sides. So we subtract 16 squared from both sides, and this takes up this. So we keep simplifying. 20 squared minus 16 squared is equal to h squared. It's also the same as saying h squared is equal to 20 squared minus 16 squared. And you also use your difference of two squares each time you work with square numbers that have difference subtraction sign in between them. So in that case, we have h will be, h squared will now be 20 plus 16 and then 20 minus 16. If you simplify, you have h squared will give us, add this, it gives you 36. When you subtract this, it gives you 4. So let's multiply. This will give us 24. You write 4, take 2. This gives us 12 plus 2 gives us 14. So we have h squared is equal to 144. Now for us to find h, we need to remove the square. In that case, we square root. So we have square root of 144. Both the positive and negative each time you find in the square root when you want to remove square. But because we are working with size of a shape, we only need the positive square root. In that case, h will be positive square root of this. And when you simplify this, our height gives us 12. And since we have found this height as 12, we are going to now calculate the area. Let's do that together. Then to find the area, we have it that area we said is half into the sum of these two parallel sides multiplied by the height. And that gives us area is half. This length gave us 30. From here to here gave us 55. Then multiply it by the height, which is 12. And that gives us area is equal to half multiply. Add this, it gives you 85 times by 12. Remember, this is over 1. 2 here is 1. 2 here gives us 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So we write 0, take 3. 6 times 4 will give us 48 plus 3 is 51. And this gives us the area. Let's take this part off. The area is equal to 510 squared units. And I hope you really learned something. If you did, don't forget to tell us how much. I'll also be curious to see your own method in the comment. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. It means a lot. And I hope to see you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.